Back to work. Let me explain yourself to yourself better than you can explain yourself to yourself. The other day I was watching the news. They had a kid in El Paso that has a wife and a child. They're trained consumers and they have a coffee shop and they play music like Wes Montgomery and other different kinds of eclectic forms of music and stuff, and make gourmet coffee and stuff for people to come in and listen to eclectic music and drink gourmet coffee and eat certain kind of treats that they make to pay their extortion to live here. And it's like having coffee if you're abuela, and it's like, yeah, and your abuela was stuck in hell paying money to justify your existence to people that live here. And Wes Montgomery lived a miserable life, and John Coltrane lived a miserable life, and Miles Davis lived a miserable fucking life. Cicely Tyson lived a miserable fucking life. Okay. Sam Cooke, you shot me, lady. Okay. Marvin Gaye, his own father shot him. It's Patsy Cline's plane fell out of the sky. Jim Croce, también. Okay. No one in any of our generations, with all this great music we were raised with, drinking coffee with our abuelitas while we're our time is getting sucked away by the devil and Satan, because we're all living in original sin. Kill God, make God into a possessive pronoun stuck in the brain, trap the soul in hell. Okay, so do you understand? Okay. So stop doing that shit on the 6 o'clock and 10 o'clock news. They don't give a fuck about you. They're addicted to what they're doing. Okay? They do not give a fuck about your child being indoctrinated with that laptop. Okay? They do not give a fuck. They will ask for money to fuck, but they won't. They don't give a fuck. You need money to fuck. You have no money, you no fuck. We'll sterilize you, incarcerate you. Okay, we'll murder you. We don't want you sexually reproducing. You're not good enough to be one of the top money makers in fuckingdom. All right. Last night, Brandy was on Access Hollywood. You did not, do not, will not, and shall not ever love Whitney Houston until your ass stands up for the Lord's Prayer so children can live world peace and not be murdered by the industry you're addicted to. Okay, so don't tell yourself, don't tell nobody else, and don't be caught on that TV, that death trap where everybody's rotting in hell in front of the Messiah while he's sitting on his couch being tortured in Peckerwood Pussy Plantationville. I'm a rocket scientist and you're crazy and a liar. Oh, shut up, you little asshole. Okay? And I have to do the work almost all by myself, and everybody should know it. And if they don't know it, they're a deluded little espionage dumb shit who thinks they're helping me, and I'm just impatient. It's like, oh, shut up. Oh, you know why we had to wander in the desert for 40 years? Moses broke his staff. It didn't have anything to do with you guys all acting like a bunch of little faithless shitheads, right? Hello, McBurger, McFly, right? They had this thing on the news on YouTube, and Ted Cruz talking to one guy in Congress, and both of them in a conversation involved rotting in hell. It's like, oh, so they're trying to rot your balls off with chemicals that resupply children to human trafficking in a military reservation while we still play extortion and ignore the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer? So which one of you's not rotting in hell? Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding. I gotta be me, and I gotta be me. Okay. And my surviving in hell is, it's not really recovering. It's just, being strong enough to survive it. So the technology can, reflect somebody as courageous and strong and beautiful as me. Okay, I'm going to live to be 104, maybe more. Why? Because I said so. Not because the scientists that give us Ted Cruz, Brandy, You're a Fine Girl, and Whitney Houston's Ghost singing on stage through holograms, because you guys lack the courage to get up and give people the Lord's Prayer. If you guys had stood up in 2009 when I told you what the fuck was up, we wouldn't be watching Whitney Houston's Ghost sing songs at a theater in Las Vegas, fucking Nevada. Assholes. Wow, the summer leagues. There's no great basketball. I was watching the game the other night, and it was a tolerable game. Okay. It was a tolerable game, but it was just a goddamn basketball game. Okay. Just a goddamn basketball game. Like I told you, in 2017, okay, when I finished digging that ditch, I broad jumped out. I was 51 years old, okay? Luke Kuechly on TV is a professional, he broad jumps on that thing and everything like that. That was a 51-year-old man who was still experiencing effects from chemical poisoning from jealous jocks called military specialists and their fucked up little home invasion pervert scientists trying to discredit me, make me look and feel inadequate. If you were Chris Hemsworth, wouldn't you feel like a turd bird? If you were Jim Caviezel, wouldn't you feel like a complete, hey, I'm pretending to be Jesus for Mel Gibson's ego ass? Okay? If you were Tom Cruise, would you ever want people to talk to you in public, see you in public, or be seen in public, talking in front of people with Dave Miscavige head up your ass? Hey, we're talking, okay? Look, it's Jeff Dunham and a peanut. Do you understand? Well, I need lots of money. I got to make people laugh. Tell them stupid jokes about being fucked over money. Here's another mental placebo. Hey, Houston Smith, write another book about religion. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? If you don't understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, understand that the technology that thinks faster than you has taken over the daily operations of your life. And Jeffrey Hinton and his father were sick, twisted, fucked up people. And Ralph Earl Parsons Jr., okay, his family was tortured by people like Jeffrey Hinton and his father for corporations, with people like Gordon B. Hinckley, Spencer J. Kimball, the people that gave us Pope John Paul, Pope Eggs Benedict, and Pope Francis the Mule. They are liars. They are murderers. They don't tell anybody what I'm doing for a extortion gig. Gets people mass murder. Okay, what do you do for a living? I try to live and try to help mass murderers come to peace with themselves. Okay, because I have to fix the technology almost all by my damn self. Okay, with my thoughts, words, and actions. And then I have to wait 2+ fucking hours for 10 minutes of a YouTube video to show up. Can you imagine being a multi-billionaire saying our money and our technology is saving people's lives and changing the world? Okay, and it's not true. Okay, there's one person, okay, in Las Casas Cruces, New Mexico, posting from a guest house. Yeah. Last night, I was watching an old Gregory Peck movie, right? Bat comes in, starts flying around the roof. The water leaked in because of the angle and stuff where there's a leak in the roof still by the air conditioner, because this is a Tom Hanks movie with, was it Shelley Long, Money Pit? I don't know. So we're sitting there, and I'm sitting there going, oh, fuck. So he's flying around. And he's evasive little shit. One of the other ones I caught, I got up and I got a sheet. And I caught him because it's harder if they land. And I got the plastic container, so I tried both ways. Dad taught me how to do it. But this one was faster and smarter. Okay. It flew around. I couldn't catch it with the sheet. It flew down. When it landed in places where I couldn't put the plastic container over it with the magazine, like Dad taught me how to do it. Before I got taught how to do that to save him and stuff, when the girls were panicking when they lived here before, I grabbed the broom and I hit the poor bat, and the bat died. Okay. So finally I sat here for about a half an hour chasing there. He ain't going to stop, and he rests, but he goes and hides. He hid in the screen. And when he stopped and hid in the screen was when I finally grabbed the broom and said, this fucker, I'm just going to have to kill it. Because it's not gonna, I'm gonna go to sleep. I gotta fix that thing so no more climb in here. And it's just, this is taking way too long, and this bat is way too smart for its own good. I just gotta kill it. And as soon as I grabbed that broom and picked it up and resolved myself, it felt the pheromone and said, this guy gonna kill me. And it landed on the screen where the air conditioner is pushing it in. I grabbed the sheet and shoved it in front of the bat, turned on the lights, went outside, opened up the screen, and the bat flew out. Because I had to pull off. I got back inside here and pulled the sheet off the bat, okay, and opened the screen, and he flew out, right? Hey, so the bat flew off, and the bat's okay. The bat's okay. Okay. That's, the bat lived. Okay. The military here is trying to poison the Messiah to death, but the bat's okay. Okay. Then I went and while I was fixing that and covering that up so it doesn't leak today, Betsy got herself locked into in the basketball bar, and she got out and got put in. So the cat's okay. Okay, the cat's okay and the bat's okay. They've been trying to murder the Messiah and act like he doesn't exist in Las Cruces since he got here back since February 2011. But the cat's okay and the rat's okay. The bat's okay. The rat. There's no rats, but if the rat will be okay if I don't have to poison it tomorrow. We'll find out about the rats tomorrow. Okay, fighting for your rats. Okay, you guys need to grow up. 2 hours, man. It takes 2 hours to load this, and you are being disgusting and don't care, and that's sad.